Dear Yoon, dear Rishi, first of all, thanks for organizing this summit, which advances the work we initiated together last November at Bletchley Park. Artificial intelligence is a momentous challenge for the whole of society. We are facing a new frontier of progress, which poses the unprecedented threat of challenging the very principle of human being centrality. Compared to any other revolution in history, generative AI prefigures a world in which progress no longer optimizes human capabilities, but rather replaces them. And while in the past such replacement mainly concerned physical work, so that people could devote themselves to intellectual and organizational activities, now it is exactly our intellect that risks to be replaced. If left unmanaged, the result impact is inevitable, even on most highly skilled professionals. More and more workers could then become useless. Wealth would risk becoming increasingly concentrated and verticalized than it currently already is. And middle classes, the backbone of our societies, could disappear. Geopolitical scenarios and current balances are also bound to be affected by artificial intelligence, as it can ensure a competitive advantage to those who manage and use it. History has taught us that tensions and even conflicts can arise both from races aimed at gaining such competitive advantage and from the gaps between those who have gained such advantage and those who instead lag behind. It is therefore necessary to build together global governance mechanisms while respecting the various approaches implemented in single nation realities. This is a challenge for everyone. For governments called upon to identify and agree on a common approach within multilateral frameworks, but also and above for all businesses and the private sector, which must focus on risk management, accountability, and transparency. It is crucial that governments and businesses, hence both the public sector and the private one, work together and jointly develop an alliance to ensure that AI development is human-scale, human-controlled, and human-centered, that its ultimate goal is the human being. This is also why the Italian G7 presidency has recognized artificial intelligence as one of its priorities. At the G7 Leaders Summit in Apulia, we will be honored to host Pope Francis in the outreach session dedicated to artificial intelligence. For the very first time in history, a pontiff will take part in the G7 works, and I'm certain that this presence will make a decisive contribution to the definition of a regulatory, ethical, and cultural framework on the topic. However, we are also committed to launching, always with the G7 context, an action plan on AI use in the labor market, because such technology will involve, sooner or later, and with different focuses, the entire world of work, enterprise, and production, and will not be limited to technological excellence profiles. Innovation, regulation, and safety must go hand in hand. At Bletchley Park, we deliver great work, notably with the definition of a grid safety test for enterprises. And I'm convinced that this summit will enable us to take important steps forwards. AI language is adaptable and evolves rapidly. Therefore, we must perform the same adaptability and fast pace of change, so that the risks that can arise from AI development will not prevent us from grasping its great opportunities. It is not an easy challenge, but we are ready as ever to play our part with no hesitation. So thank you, Yoon, and thank you, Rishi, and good work to everyone.